how are you doing? And a very warm welcome back to Wi-Fi Sheep Channel 2. So in this video, I want to go through a few boxes of random junk that I have collected over the years that are just gathering dust, and they're full of things I don't think I want, and I'm storing stuff and it's taking up space. And I'm sure you know the feeling. If you're anything like me in this hobby, you do end up accumulating quite a lot of stuff. However, before we continue, do you have a need for reliable and cost-effective web hosting for your blog, business or personal website? If so, then look no further than CheapHostUK. CheapHostUK's basic plan starts from only 58p per month. That's £6.99 a year. And if you're needing a little bit more, CheapHostUK's premium packages start from £1.41 per month or £16.99 a year, complete with a free .co.uk domain. New customers can also take advantage of an extra 10% discount when purchasing any first-time hosting package or domain name from CheapHostUK. Use discount code SHEEP, that's SHEEP, to get an extra 10% off. For reliable, cost-effective web hosting and domains, look no further than CheapHostUK. Full details and an affiliate link are in the description to this video. Okay, you ready for this? Don't say I haven't warned you. Junk alert time. Here's the first box, and yeah. So what happened is these particular ones, just get down in focus. These particular boxes were part of a job lot from an auction from someone who thought she'd passed away at my amateur radio club. Please excuse the cup of tea. They'd passed away, and yeah. So there's a few bits I wanted, but unfortunately, in order to have the bits I wanted, I had to buy quite a lot of junk because they were job lots. So what I actually wanted were these, which are resistors, various types, and there's a lot of resistors in there, so that was there was the value. So I just wanted the resistors. I can't remember what I paid for this, 50p, a pound, something like that. Unfortunately, I then had to buy this lot, which I haven't a clue what half this stuff is. So being this is probably all amateur radio stuff. Oh gosh, how old? Rubber plug made in England, and that's the old standard. That's the that's a relatively more modern plug. That's a more modern British standard plug, which has square pins and these plastic protection there to stop you pulling it out and touching live and neutral, and shorting it out and electrocuting yourself with 240 volts or 30 volts of power. So, but that one, that's a proper old school British plug. I mean, that standard probably disappeared in the 50s, I'm guessing. So yeah, that's an antique in itself, but again, it's junk. That's some very early PCB. That I haven't a clue what it is. Issue 1. And there's some sort of counter, 2 counters on the side. There's a programmable, wipeable EEPROM that's lost the sticker, so I don't know if what's on there is going to be any good anymore. That's a really vintage looking, I don't know what this is. How strange. But that's proper old school printed circuit boards. What's in here? And this looks nigh identical again. 2 counters on the side. That one has got a window over the BROM, or the EEPROM. I No idea. A couple of screws, a lot of dust. Old box that he's sat in. Those are actually cherry. I say cherry switches. These are counter things are branded cherry. So it's some good old-fashioned parts, but I have no idea reliably what that is or does. It's some kind of electronic counter. Same here. We've got a is that LED? Looks like LED number type display. I'm guessing it's LED, not plasma or the other technologies. And then we've got some RAM chips or something. Some sort of piece of homemade electronics. Again, your guess is as good as mine as to what this stuff does. I haven't a clue. It's for counting something. That's a power transformer. Output 12 volts output. Made in Japan. And of course it doesn't have an end. Because why would it have an end? So that's probably junk. A giant can oscillator. Crystal oscillator for timing or frequency or something. I'm guessing. I don't know. Some more very old school. I wonder if these are actually manually. I don't know if they're home etched or not. No, I don't think they are. They're not silk screened, so it is literally just the copper etched off the fibre board. Again, haven't a clue what that is. Aerial. And a BNC type connector on the end. So yeah, that might be worth hanging on to. Some sort of, I don't know what that is. That's some kind of, is that for tuning or? It's possibly, yeah, for tuning, or it's got some pots, potentiometer pots on it. It's, again, I don't know what this stuff does or is, so it's sort of debatable how useful that is to me. That is arc lamp, I think. That's a bayonet connector. It's a standard UK bayonet connector, and some sort of some kind of arc lamp, I think. That is heavy. It's a solid state replacement for a valve or something. It's very, very heavy, whatever it is. It comes in a shielded cap. Identification number on the side, but again, yeah. That looks like the tuning board. That's more kind of the sort of mass-produced electronics that you come to expect. So that looks like some kind of tuning board. There's a couple of cans on there. 16.9. I can't see what the frequency is on the other cans here. Potentiometers, I think. Okay. Some other box box of something, but well, can I get into that? Let's just take it off camera so I can actually get into this one. I got a feeling it's probably very similar. I can't get into it, but it's probably very similar. That's that might be interesting to keep. That's for aerials, isn't it? So I forget the name of this type of connector. I have seen it before, so I might hang on to that. It's got a it's some kind of radio, ceramic filter. Ever seen that before? A couple more of these connectors that again I'll probably save. A bit of home something or other off a piece of breadboard. So it's again for doing something, but what I couldn't tell you. Probably not really worth keeping. These little cards, whatever they're for, they're quite cool. Yeah, they are quite cool actually. So I might keep these. They just visually look quite interesting. So I might save those. They're small enough. Metal shielding, more cans that do something. Yeah. Again, I can't really be keeping everything, so very little interest. Because of how old these are, it's probably not worth component pulling or component recovery either, so I think that can go to e-waste because I really don't want it. And that was enough excitement for you. Guess what? I got another box and this one's much, much larger. So, oh, right. There's a right pile of stuff in here. First off the bat, that's an RCA to phono cable. Yes, we'll keep that. Multimeter, it's an old one, but I'm always after these sacrificial multimeters that you might be able to blow up, measuring something too high. So yes, we'll keep that. Solder wick, which I never get on well with, but it's worth having. What on earth is in here? Electrical glass oxide resistors. Oh god, this is going to be this really old. This is this really old school stuff. But look at that. Which I'm never going to use. But there's some diodes in here as well. Those diodes, no, they're just slightly smaller resistors. But yeah, those are proper old school. Might be. I don't want them, but you never know. Someone else might want those. So I won't chuck, but I don't intend to keep, I think is the fair thing to say. Halogen bulbs. Yeah, alright, we'll keep. These are interesting. They're for CPU. Yeah, they're sort of actually used for CPUs, but they're sort of I forget what you exactly call these now, but yeah, I might hang on to those. I don't have any, so why not? This is another very old-looking box. What on earth is in here? Oh, blooming heck! Look at those! Seriously. Resistors again, but those are probably all bad or of no decent quality at all. Okay. This is a... Oh, it's some sort of glue, super glue. I think that's probably shot. God knows what that's trying to be. Stuck to it. Duff battery. Okay, yeah, okay. Don't really want that. Paintbrushes. Well, maybe for dusting. We might keep those. There we are, paintbrushes. A couple of old batteries. Again, absolutely no. What's in here? Some screws and some... no, probably not. Again, this stuff's getting a bit nasty. Bit of old solder mat. Pop a hole in the middle. Well, probably all right. So I might keep that. A tool screwdriver or tool for something. Don't know what though. Okay. This thing literally... Oh, God, look at the capacitors on these. Seriously, what the hell are these? 2200 UF. UF is microfarad or picofarad, I can't remember. But 8 amp. Some kind of heavy industrial chassis that's fitted. It's part of a power supply. There's another capacitor that's just absolutely 100% going in the bin. I do not want those at all. Bits of old paper, some proper old stuff from RS Components Limited. Again, I think they're probably slightly out of spec now. Capacitors. Yeah, they look like capacitors. Phono splitter. Well, yeah, we'll keep that. Oh, wow. Aerial RCA line. Yes, but I don't really. It's for you. It's for, I say RCA. It's for UHF. It's for modulators. Back in the day. Yeah. All right. Fine. It's a bit of old paper. Bin. Some slightly grotty tape. Bin. Car cigarette lighter to... Oh, yes, it might be useful, you never know. That's an old phone cable. No, do not need that. Again, some sort of tool. I don't know what that is for. Some sort of something. More of these old RS components. I might just put these all in a job lot on eBay, those, you know. Try and recoup something out of this junk bag. What's we got in here? Oh, wow. Proper old school, huge switches. Do you know what? I'm going to keep those because you never know. I might build something clunky that might need something like that. I don't know. Power supply with a very weird end. Samsung, so I'm guessing that's for some sort of mobile phone at some point. That's a that might be off a... I might keep that just to see what that is. That power supply can go in the bin. Solid state relay. Again, well, throw it in the vintage compile lot. These just scare the living daylights out of me, so absolutely not. These have got to go. Got to be e-wasted. Giant electrical clip. Yeah, go on. Why not? Few tools. It's like, what are those? They're measuring thingies, or yeah, we'll keep them. We'll keep them. Little power transformer for something. Yeah, no, I think that could go in the junk. Big clunky button. Yeah, alright. Heat sink. Big bit of metal there, but don't think I need that. Can bin. What on earth is this? Some sort of project box? Glasgow. I'll come back to that. Something inside it's very, very heavy, whatever it is. We'll come back to it. More components. Again, I don't intend on using those because they are very old. No. More components that we'll keep. Is that a relay of some description? Not sure. I might chunk it in the pile of stuff I'm trying to get rid of. Panel pins. Oh, I guess. Might be good for keeps. Ah. It's a tester for something. Oh, I might see if that still works. Another kind of random relay. Another really old school. Where are these plugs coming from? And there's some what look like BNC type connectors. Oh, I'll keep hold of them because you never know. But the rest of this stuff, absolutely no. So let's put what is going to be the rubbish back in this, into this box. So this can all go for e-waste. Right, are you curious to what's inside this project box? Because I know I am. So let's. Well, I think it's a project box. Let's have a look. It's heavy, so yeah, there could be something in here. I hope there's something in here. Okay, there we go. It's a very strange sort of screw fitting there. It's a box of nothing. There's nothing in there. Okay, so that was exciting. It's a little box of nothing. Is it some sort of ceramic? It's ceramic. Well, that was not very exciting. Okay, well, I've got a small pile of stuff that's dirty, but some of it might be reusable. I've got some stuff I'm hoping I can maybe just pop on eBay, see if it goes or anything. And some stuff, as you saw, is absolutely definitely going in the bin. That clears 2 boxes out of the room. I've got many more that I need to sort out, but this is the problem when people give you things or you have to bid on job lots where you just want one particular thing. I can't even remember what it was from the second box I wanted. It's strange, but anyway, that's where we are. So thank you so much for joining me here on Wi-Fi Sheep Channel 2. If you haven't done so already, please do consider liking and subscribing, and I hope to see you real soon, either here on Wi-Fi Sheep Channel 2 or over on the main Wi-Fi Sheep channel. Until next time, bye for now.